Hello everyone, my name is Duncan. Today we'll be taking a look at the newly released survival action RPG Frozen Flame. In total you can play this game solo or with up to 50 players eventually. When you start the game you get thrown into a tutorial, teaching you that the two-handed weapon is the slowest weapon in the game. Upon finishing the tutorial, you'll be thrown into a character creation screen. The character creation is not as detailed, but it gives enough variety to make a pretty interesting looking character. Frozen Flame is split in two different playstyles. The action RPG element will make you go through different quests. There's a large main quest line which is currently unfinished, but will be later down the line in early access, as well as a bunch of side quests. There will also be combat. There's loads of different enemies for you to take down. While exploring, you can also find a bunch of these rune stones. If you activate them, there are different mini games. These range from consuming energy from smaller stones, to fishing, and even shooting targets. Of course, every RPG needs its leveling system. When you level up, you obtain something called a Frozen Flame. Frozen Flames can be spent at these altars. These altars basically work as your skill tree. You can gain smaller things like increased health, but also different skills like a healing, a sky jump, combat abilities like Earth Stomp, and plenty others. Scattered around Arcana, you can find different items like runestones, as well as memorials. Both will give you XP and other items. You can find different treasure chests holding a bunch of goodies. And there's also camps around filled with monsters you have to defeat in order to get the treasure at the end. The survival side is pretty straightforward. You can chop down trees. You can mine different ores, from flint to iron and even more. And most important of all, you can gather different types of food. Food can be used to create different kinds of dishes. There's tons of different raw foods out there, so go collect a bunch and see what they get when you mix them up. Using different ingredients will result in different dishes, as well as the dishes having different properties. Some will make you glow, some will make you resistant to physical attacks. Of course, crafting is also part of the game. The workbench will be your best friend at this very beginning of the game. Here's where you can craft better tools, better armor, and learn more recipes later down the line. There are a bunch of different weapons. The two-handed, which you probably don't want to make unless you like slow weapons, but it deals considerable amount of damage. The bow does not consume any arrows, and when fully charged up, it actually deals a good chunk of damage. And my favorite, the magic staff. The magic staff shoots fireballs that deal AoE damage, as well as set the targets on fire for a short duration of time, burning them, dealing even more fire damage. Since fire is an elemental attack, it deals 50% more damage to ice enemies. When fighting enemies, you build up a combat ability bar. When it's full, hold down the left mouse button and you'll release a powerful attack. Of course you can use your pickaxe as well as your axe on enemies, but these are not as strong as actual weapons. All weapons use up a considerable amount of stamina, so use weapons wisely. By pressing Q, you can open a build menu. There's multiple different styles you can make. You can build with branches, which creates makeshift walls and floors. But later down the line, you'll actually be able to create planks and create wooden walls, which look a lot better, as well as stone walls and floors. Of course, there's also items like the planter, wood crate, or a bed, and many more to come later down the line when you unlock the recipes. The map is split up in different floating islands, so when you start, you spawn in this larger area. Eventually, there will be a lot more floating islands all around the place once you go through portals and continue the questline. And those were all the basic features of Frozen Flame. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.